Uber considering passenger insurance?
Yeah, they're testing this just like they test a lot of things, right? They're testing this in South America, but then guess what, Chris? Guess where cash trips started, Chris? Started in South America.
India?
Yeah, no,
Oh,
it
it started.
started in
I thought
South
it was in
America. It
India.
started in Brazil, actually. So Uber considers insurance payouts for delays, canceled rides, and missed flights. So this is Uber's brilliant way of squeezing a few more dimes out of the rider. So basically, when you're going to take a trip insurance, you take trip insurance like if you're going on a cruise or if you're going on a flight, you know how all the airlines and everybody asks you, oh, do you want to buy trip insurance? That's a very profitable business, by the way. Rarely things go wrong. Like, I mean, if if it's going to go wrong, then you hit the lottery when it comes to that. And so Uber is testing this. It's going to add a few pennies for each trip, but if you do buy this insurance, and now I'm going to read what you get compensation for if you buy this insurance. Okay. Here we go. So compensation for trip delays. Okay. So you get a payout if the start of your ride was delayed due to the driver's fault, Chris. How did they
Please
decide on
define
that?
driver's fault.
Yeah, it's always like look at all those compensation reasons. Look at them all. They're all drivers fault. Drivers this.
Because it's well, hold on. This could help those the forward dispatch trips because it's the driver's fault that he's dropping off another passenger, not picking me up right away.
Yeah. Well, that's the first one. It's the driver's fault. Compensation due for canceled trips. So covers. So let's say you want to go to the airport. Your ass is late. You did not order the trip in time, or you didn't order a reserve trip, or whatever you did. Now you're scrambling, and of course Uber offers some god awful lowball offer to the driver. He'll accept it. He'll cancel it. He'll go to the next one. He'll accept it, or she'll accept it. He'll cancel it. So the next one, the compensation for the rider in the form of, like, if they do miss their flight, by the way, the compensation is, they replace your ticket. It's pretty decent, actually. So compensation for canceled trips covers situations where the driver cancels and it causes you to miss or disrupt a commitment.
Well, and you know what's going to happen? The reason why the driver is going to cancel is because they wanted 5 people instead of 4. What was allowed? They should have gotten XL, or they had too many pieces of luggage and they couldn't get the ride because there's a small car that they ordered, or I'm sorry, a small car that came that Uber dispatched, and then they didn't have any child seats for the children that came in. So it sounds like it was the passenger's fault.
Yeah, well, it's the passenger's fault, but then again, the driver is thrown under the bus on this one too. Number 3, compensation for missed flights. Well, for airport-bound rides that result in you missing your plane, it pays the equivalent of $85. Now, this is in Mumbai. I'm sure in India, $85 may buy you a ticket, but I'm sure if they're testing it there, they're definitely going to do it here. There's nothing that they don't test in some of these third world countries like cash trips, and they don't bring it to the US. And another part, the reimbursement. So those pennies that the riders are going to pay to ensure the trip that goes completely well, it covers lost belongings as well. So it seems like a pretty decent moneymaker for Uber. What do you say? I think it's pretty decent idea, actually, to add to the nickels and dimes on millions and millions of trips.
Sure. I think that it's definitely gonna help them increase the rates, but it's upfront fares or upfront estimates on the rider end. So why don't they just add the 4 cents to the trip to begin with, and then why do we even have to offer any type of insurance to begin with? We could just raise the rates and call it a day.
Yeah, well, they're testing this in Brazil and India. Uber is exploring a new set of paid insurance options in these countries that would compensate riders. So again, it's for the riders. What I'm trying to say, like, how do we benefit the rider community? How do we do that? I wonder what happens You know, what the driver will go through. Like, you know, how does Uber prove, by the way, oh, you canceled the trip, that's why this guy missed the flight, that's why we have to pay him his ticket fare now? How do they even prove that? I'm not even sure. Like, how do they even go to that?
You got me. Because that's the thing. They can just say anything at that point. I mean, they already do. So what's to stop it?
No, the customer is going to love this because you just pay that few extra pennies. And you know how they do it these days anyway, to get you deactivated. Like, they go, oh, he's unsafe, he was racist, he was this, he was drunk, to get their $10 back. I mean, this is like a plane ticket. They'd be like, yeah, he canceled, that's why I missed my flight. Give me my money back. I'm going like, I don't know about that. But yeah, this will come to the US without a question, I'm pretty sure. And yeah, good luck. Good luck.
I think it will. I see a potential for massive amount of fraud since there's already so much fraud in the system to begin with. I'm just bewildered because, again, the driver's going to say, "Oh, you got to cancel because you have too many people, or you have a child seat or you don't have a child seat with a child, or whatever it might be. Maybe they're cracked out." In your case. And then they're just going to be the he said, she said thing. And who are they going to believe? They're going to believe them over you no matter what. So, yeah, I see a ripe set of fraud happening here.
Yeah, it's going to happen. But then Uber, I'm sure they have third-party insurers that they go through. They have the data. You guys will see this here in the US. This will be a big moneymaker in the US, I'm pretty sure, for them. But yeah,
I can only imagine the earnings call on that one. Oh yeah, we have the insurance, and it added to the trip. It brought in X plus Y, and we only had to pay out Y, so we got to keep X. And
yeah, I agree.
Hey everyone, Sergio here with the Rideshare Guy. What do we say on Show Me the Money Club? Work smarter, not harder. If you aren't using the Solo app, which I have been for the past year and a half, you may be working a lot harder than you need to. Let's change that. Download the app, link your account where you can manage your income, track your expenses, as well as your taxes. Not only that, but you can plan by optimizing your time, make more money, and even guarantee your daily pay with guaranteed earnings. Download the Solo app today. Begin to work smarter, not harder. Link is in the description. Let's get back to it.
They're moneymakers, man. Anyway, so let's go to the next one, if I think what it is, because I got to pull out that email.
No, and the other thing, though, that I want to know before we move on, what happens when they order a ride, obviously late, and they're like, hey, speed up because I need to get there, whether it's a meeting or a flight or whatever it is that they're trying to get there. Or they could just be like, oh yeah, I was going to there, and my whatever it was, I don't care what it was. Yeah, I was late. I missed whatever it was. How are you going to prove that?
Yeah. No,
I'm sorry. Here, let me refund you.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, they do it anyway. They refund them without a question. So,
Yeah.
And like the Jeff Norma says, driver, we have paid 4 late ride claims in the past month. You are now deactivated. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, thanks for watching. That short little clip was from our live stream, Show Me the Money Club, with Sergio and myself, Tuesdays, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific. Make sure you subscribe, turn on all notifications so you'll be notified when we go live, as well as all of our awesome content. Make sure to check out this video right here, which will take you to the entire live stream, or check out this video right there. All right, drive smart, everyone.